As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusea will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusea's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
It's something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Vehicle confirmed. destroyed. Target acquired. Strider 1, target destroyed. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. ID'd as Ocean Forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
It's Erosion.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier. We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew. People gather in bars and other places to learn what's going on. ID'd as Erosion military.
Strider 4, Box 2.
Wait. General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Labarge are the real patriots. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go. We've archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online. Missile away.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Target is eliminated.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. This is why death is cast. We really don't want the war to end. The bus in that vehicle!
They can set up in all the right places.
Shaking off enemy lock! We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Strider 1, don't eyes up.
You guys are open throughout the war, leading our country even further into ruin. Shaking bandit.
What? We're taking fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too?
start.
Lock on, you're mine.
Trigger, missile incoming! What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a Patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times. Turn right. No, wait, that goes into the ocean. I can't shake the enemies on my tail.
Vehicle eliminated.
Somebody take out those allied planes behind us.
Maintain speed. We'll be able to break through that shutter. General, do you mind keeping it down for a minute? You'll bite your tongue. At least give us a side mirror.
Target eliminated.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belgians. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkin technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Man, what happened to Crash? All three shot down. I've got him in my crosshairs.
Box 2, Box 2.
I'm hit. Get this guy off my back. Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Missile inbound. Evade. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe? Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radios? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Ridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
Number 7. This is
That was
AWACS
something.
That vehicle is one of ours. He's fire. The info just came through.
The General is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Take out any in autonomous mode.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off! I didn't think we were gonna make it when you saved us. Thanks.
Missile.
My engine vision. Where's the come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake. You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
Missile. Missile.
We have no choice. Fire!
Missile. Missile.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Osean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
ABC eliminated.
Wonderful, so be it!
With the main conflict continuing, regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation. The Erusian government has defined these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Russia, as rebels.
It's Erusian military.
General, do you still have drones at disposal? To work from these dogs. Watch out for future rebuilds from the high heavens.
Target destroyed.
Attempting to break enemy lock. Weapon home.
Vehicle eliminated. Strider 1, tank destroyed. Same side destroyed.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belgian technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations were one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters, and then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belgian technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Russia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
Talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Jaeger! Missile! Break!
Enemy has a lock on you.
He dodged it. Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Strider 1 is down!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
I did as Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Missile launched.
Taking fire from a friendly crew.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
It's 3 strikes. Who's a member of the penal unit doing crying or praise?
Missile.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for a better time.
UAVs are acting strange.
Nice. Welding Erusian is attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
How's your last long caster? You've been briefed and we're here to help.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous, in the rear of the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. process, Chief. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknowns attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit. That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Illusion fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Welcome.
Yeah, good work. Schrader 1 is killed bandit.
Those guys are good. Leader, you think it was an Ocean big shots too? I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Fire. Either
Mine. No good. Shit.
Ejecting. Red Calcium fighter. Just how long do you plan on getting in my way?
Strata 1, target acquired.
Bandit destroyed. Well done. Behind the enemy.
They're in my way. Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Illusion aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. We're cleared to attack the escort.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Missile launched.
Something else entirely. Can't abort the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden. Now the access field remotely. It's behind them.
Strata 1.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son son of a bitch.
Head this way! No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
In gun range. Strider 1, Fox 2. Five bandits remaining.
Enemy on your back. Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
Four bandits left.
Missile.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when? They're after the data, aren't they?
3 bandits to go.
Attack missed.
Strider 1, target acquired. 2 bandits left. Show them what you got. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Enemy on your back.
One bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... Listen! I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Broadcaster, are all of these really unknown?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead. What did you say? Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, So now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer, at this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's
It's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too. With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Osean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Our air support is here.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Thank God. Friendly bird.
Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
them out to safety.
Stall warning.
Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Strutter 1, Fox 2. Target is in machine gun range.
Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Relax your legs and crawl. You can surrender when you put your hands.
Calling friendly birds. Take out the hostiles in our area. Get us out of this hellhole. We need help while we're still up and running. There's more over here. Bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight. With that, they're all lined up.
In gun range.
No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it. Have the Russian faster. It's a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence. Three strikes, count to three, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point!
Strutter 1,
I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
New Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
Operation is crazy! I just got the photograph. Get that date. Give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to release the children in the proper burial.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
The Erusian ground forces show no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage.
Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until operation feeding time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
Missile.
Our guys even took out the enemy ship. What do we do now? Put them in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Go with us! Can you see the enemy APC from there? We're down to less than half our vehicle. This isn't looking good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
Missile away. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind. In gun range.
I've got you.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We don't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
The enemy will shoot us in the back!
Where's our damn air support?
Missile.
Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks!
Missile.
Keep craning your neck. Our guys will take care of three strikes.
We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something!
Missile. Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Help me!
Missile.
Gather all the wounded together.
Missile.
This independent special security squadron is demanding to be led to the base.
Strutter 1, ship is flashed.
I count 12 dead dead bodies here. There seems to be something that'll clash. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers in the family. Most likely, they were involved with Selka.
Missile.
ID complete.
Missile.
Ambush, stay calm, reform the ranks. It's fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
Missile.
God, the artillery fire sent a number on my hearing.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogeys inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogeys! There's no way they're ours! Almost there! Commence Operation No Return! These are unguided. Stay on course. Let's just get this done.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them. Strider 1, missile launched.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, or they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Draw the enemy's attention here. Driver completely. We're signaling our break with Falcon.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Target locked.
Target is down.
Scram 2, locked on target.
Target acquired.
Launch control, this is Sky Leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch. This is launch control. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation There. Launch control. Roger back.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
We're well past the point of no return.
Locked on bandit.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Behind the enemy. Enemy on your back.
Locked on.
Intercept those bombers.
Hit on bandit confirmed.
Scratching. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them.
The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now. Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Bombs away! Bombs away! Radicals and Oceans can burn in hell.
Carpet bombing? They can't be serious. How many do they think they'll kill? We've lost contact with the Oceans on the island. We've failed. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Missile.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Use your legs and crawl. You can surrender when you lose your hands.
Calling friendly bird. Take out the hostiles in our area. Get us out of this hellhole. We need help while we're still up and running.
Gun confirmed destroyed.
There's more over here. Besides the those. I don't think we were part of the fight. Look at that. They're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone. Ambush, stay calm.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! I can guess what happened here. You really don't want to think about it. Russian bastard! It's a blatant war crime! Take photos or evidence. Don't stop! We did it! We're moving out! Leave the dead behind!
Missile.
We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes. And then say they want to introduce the children in proper area. Gather all the wounded together.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Our guys even took out the enemy air support. What do we do now? Send in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
No pursuit too deep. We just need to buy some time. Hold in the bay until operation reading time. Hold them away from the last fight.
The enemy will shoot us in the back!
Trigger it. Destroy the target.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strike craft. Nice shit. Be there.
We're down to less than half our vehicles. This isn't looking good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
ID complete.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Get out there and do something! I count 12 dead bodies here. Seem to be upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Belka.
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. Supply ship at the munitions depot is highly combustible. Where's our damn air support?
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Fire! Fire at will! We need more ammo!
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets. Strider 1, enemy ship sunk.
This whole operation is crazy! Stop whining!
tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
UAV confirmed destroyed.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase out the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there! Commence operation, no return! These are unguided. Stay on course!
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them. In gun range.
Missile. Stall warning.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, or they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Missile.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick.
Missile.
Chaffin flares launched. Fox 2. Missile hit.
I'm on my target's tail.
Launch control. Flight leader. All systems ready.
Launch lock on you.
This is launch control. The enemy is close in. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Meeting Time. Launch control. Roger that.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
Missile.
Watch yourselves. These guys are working together to bring us down.
Missile.
Eliminated co-conspirators also have much to answer for.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
Landing here. I'm in the clouds. No vision, one enemy.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Missile.
They got a stubborn one on my ass.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Intercept those bombers.
Draw the enemy's attention here.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away. Missile away.
Enemy on your back.
Target acquired.
Ejecting.
Locked on bandit.
He went into the clouds. Lost him. He's scratching.
The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now. All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Try to save your ammo. Lure him in and then fire at once. Take commander down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Missile.
Graham 2, locked on target.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Skull warning.
I hope the rebels and Ocean Army end up wiping each other out.
Our only ally is the Erusian government forces. Don't mistake them for rebels.
Right, but will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
Missile. Missile.
An explosion inside! Continue the countdown. The enemy's not stupid. We're after the supply ship. Do the countdown! There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can fill it full of bombs, then Erusia will have a fighting chance.
Missile.
Use cameras to track the supply ships.
Missile.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ships. If we think we're done for.
Missile.
Confirmed destroy.
Caution. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Echo 13. Two tanks left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We can trust the send the best fighter today. Our army can turn this thing around.
Missile. Missile.
Healing out!
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
The rebels are here. Let the first one go by and detonate on the second.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
5 minutes remaining. Strata 1, we've identified the unknown targets. It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other!
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. But where are we supposed to lead? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Hey you! Dumbass with the scratches on his tail. Here? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me. You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Longcaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
Voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
We have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help these refugees.
Count me in.
That's right.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
Use the smoke canister. And who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait!
doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target acquired.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Why do they sing that song? Because everyone knows it. No other reason.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile.
Locked on. Strider 1, Fox 2. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile.
Get moving!
Missile. Missile.
We got refugees.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure station. Cooling systems on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal Bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal Bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. So they're trying to feed that giant monster of a bird, and we can't let them complete their mission.
You're low on special weapons.
Do they really think they can continue to dodge? Faster than the target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's heading. I hope the payload gets delivered to the Arsenal Bird.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose us!
Strider 1 crashed.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal Bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal Bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. The target's using cloud cover to hide itself.
Don't worry, we know where it's heading. I'm usually pretty good at playing tag, but these guys have a head start.
Do they really think they can continue to dodge?
The missile hit its target. Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion. 90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
All we need to do is slow them down.
60 seconds remain.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Don't overshoot.
Missile.
They're faster than I expected.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
I've got you.
That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships. Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.